Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all of this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Mounties of Rio de Janeiro. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And to a vibrant drum beat, we are underway here in Rio. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And right away, he lost the football. One of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jordan Phillips, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and they will take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. A shotgun snap for Watson. He completes this one to Mingo. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Out of the gun, Watson. This one caught downfield by Higgins. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Called out a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they...
Come on. Hit. 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19, 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. 18 Ramblers.
On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. This is caught. Touchdown! Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70. And the Mounties are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Stroud looking to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over. 1st down and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson. Gets into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now.
46-yard line.
First and 10, it's Stroud. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10.
He's got it to Williams. Gets past one. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
From 21 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A give to Williams, running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Watson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60. 60 ball jack, 60 ball jack.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
19 tight.
Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
18 running. Track 60. Go.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Agnew now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Brings up third down and 11.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Williams to return. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Monkeys 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got Mingo.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Buying time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Cut 19! Cut 19! 19 Lions!
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Monkeys 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Watson.
Sideline throw, it's tipped, but he still got it.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. After 27
Watson. And that is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go on 4th. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
18, 5 in.
Stroud to throw it. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Stroud working out of the gun.
Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
The score, Steelers 35, Monkeys 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Watson.
That's caught by Mingo, right side.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Watson looks to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Watson on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, 54.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Here we go. Shot. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
Stroud. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Come on, come on. Hit. Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Devon A-Chain with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Cougar 19.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
This is Smith with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line.
On first down, here's Stroud.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side to Higgins. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Put the boy down, he's coming. Let's finish 5.
Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready, break. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors 70. Ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
C.J. Stroud taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. 2nd and 9.
Here's Watson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a first down throw. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Cooper. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hey, 59! 59! Hey, 55! Out!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there at 22.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Stroud.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 17-yard line.